Hi, my name's Steve Ray. I'm here with UK Planet Tools at Makita UK's head office in Milton Keynes to go through some of our new outdoor products available now at UK Planet Tools. We're going to have a look at the Wheelbarrow, which is the DCU 604Z, and the backpack blower, which is the UB002. Let's have a look at these in some more detail. So this is the DCU 604Z brushless wheelbarrow from Makita. You've obviously got 4 wheels, 2 of them are the driving wheels, 2 are there for just balance and guidance. The 2 on the front are the powered wheels, which are powered by the brushless motor and have vented disc brakes on there as well to help it stop. On the back, we've got 2 sets of wheels here for sturdying up the machine. They are on casters as well, or they can be locked in the straight position, and they're there to keep the balance of the machine when carrying heavy loads. The unit itself will carry up to 300 kilograms on a flat surface, and if you're using it on a 12-degree incline or decline, it will do up to 180 kilograms. It will achieve that across 3 speed selectors as well, so you've got 1.5 kilometers an hour, 3.5 up to 5 kilometers an hour across the 3 settings. And then you also run this machine off of 4 LXT batteries, which it will use 2 at a time, which you can use by the selector on the top of the unit to decide which 2 batteries you're going to use. It has a disc lock brake on there as well, so whenever you're using it for any of the mode selections or transporting any of the goods that you don't want to roll down uneven surfaces, the lock brake on the side of the machine will lock the machine. And it does have a trigger underneath, so you can lock it into position and then just flick that lock off when you're ready to move with the wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow is powered by a brushless motor in the machine, which is controlled by the trigger switch on the right hand side handle. All the handles themselves are fully adjustable, so depending on your height, you can adjust them to suit. You do have a reverse function that goes at 1 kilometers an hour and also adds an audible beep to let you know you're going in reverse. We then have also on the side of there, just for use when you're going forwards, there is a horn button as well. So if you do need someone to get out of the way or let them know that you're coming, you can sound the horn to let them know you're there. The wheelbarrow has twin LEDs on the front as well, which is controlled by the switch on the control unit. And then with this machine as well as having it in powered mode, which is controlled by the brushless motor, we can then disengage that with the front lever at the front, which will allow you to be in free mode, which will allow you to wheel it around as if a normal wheelbarrow. When you're buying the wheelbarrow, you get it as a frame, and then you have the option to then buy the cage on the top, which is for transporting goods, flat loads, sheet material. You can then change it to a standard bucket, which you would find on a conventional wheelbarrow. So if you're moving sand, cement, that type of thing around, you can use that. And then there is a water bucket attachment, which is a large plastic bucket which you can fill with water, which you can take around if you're using it to feed livestock, that type of thing. With the wheelbarrow as well, it does have a tilt function, which is done on a hydraulic lift. So there's a button just inside here which I can flip forward, and it will allow me to move the cage or bucket nice and controlled, tip the load up, empty the load out of material that you've got. And then when we want to put it down, we just hold the handle at the top and the cage will drop back down onto the motor and lock into position. So that is the DUC 604Z 36 volt LXT brushless wheelbarrow from Makita UK. So now we're going to take a look at the UB002C backpack blower. So this backpack blower goes on your back obviously, which is why it's a backpack blower, but then we have to add a battery. So we can either add the PDC 1200, which is a solid state battery of 1200 watt hours, or there is the PDC 01, which takes 4 18 volt LXT batteries, which can power the machine as well. So the machine itself is quite basic, straightforward. Obviously this is the strap, the harness. On the back of it we have large straps to keep you comfortable, very well padded. There's also some back padding in there as well as a waist strap. So when you have got it on, tightened up properly, you can hardly feel the weight of the machine on your back. It is very comfortable to use. And these are replaceable. So if they do perish under heavy use after a long period of time, you can replace these straps. The unit itself is quite easy to use. So once you've got the battery plugged in and got the machine on your back, All we then need to do is pull the trigger to start the machine up. And if it's continued use we're using it for, we can use the cruise control function on the switch to set it to the desired air volume. And then quite simply, we just have a battery checker on the top as well. So by pushing that button, it will indicate how much battery life we have left on the battery. The machine itself, when it is running, will run at 76 meters a second in air volume. And in terms of air velocity, it is 19 meters a second squared cube. The weight of the overall machine with the battery in touch is 16.1 kilograms. So when we want to plug the battery onto the machine, it's quite simple. We take our battery, we slot it onto the top of the machine. It locks into the top with the top lock. We then feed our cable through the handle, lock it into place, and at the front of the machine there, we then insert our power supply into the machine. Now all we have to do on the battery is on the side here, we've got a battery indicator level. So by pushing the on button, it will tell us how much battery we've got left, and that is now ready to go with the green lights on. So that is the UB002C backpack blower from Makita UK.